Welcome back to Yonder Ways, the FlossTube channel of Sassy Jack Stitchery. We're so glad you found us. We hope that you are a subscriber. If you're not, we would love it if you did that. We're going to start doing some subscriber tributes soon, where every regular FlossTube video will pick a couple of you guys and we'll send you something fun. So I'm excited about what we've got put together to start sending out. So if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you do that, and make sure that when you do that, you do it where it's visible, so that we can actually see that you're a subscriber. There's a way where you can do it in stealth mode, where nobody knows who you subscribe to, but for us to pick you, we would have to be able to see you. So today will be fun. I've got a few things that I really want to talk to you about, and it's a work day, so we've got folks coming in the shop, so it might have to be kind of quick, and I won't get through everything that I want to. But biggest news, first and forefront, is that we have a new reproduction design that we put out there available for you on our website, and it is a PDF download. So because of the pandemic and printing and all that good stuff, this one we just decided to put out as a PDF download. We will probably take it to print maybe after the pandemic or sometime a little bit later, but I was so excited about it that I really wanted to share it with you. It's a beautiful sampler. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it first. It's a Scottish sampler, but it has some Dutch ties to it, which, you know, is close to my heart, mainly because I love Scottish samplers and my heritage is Scottish. But I lived in Holland for a while, and I worked over there even longer in the early 2000s. So, and I go back there to visit on a pretty regular basis. So, and I love Dutch samplers. Now, this is definitely a Scottish sampler, not a Dutch sampler, but it's got a really beautiful windmill on it, and it's got a beautiful Dutch tulip on it. It's got a sweet little house on it, and it's got a little shepherd on it. And so, in my own mind, I believe that the girl who stitched this sampler when she was 10 years old incorporated her heritage into this sampler. I think that her father is a Scotsman, and that's his picture as the shepherd, and that her mother was probably a Dutch woman. And so that's why she's got the beautiful Dutch tulip and the windmill. And I will tell you that the windmill that she's put on there, it's a little bit wonky, but it's really cute. But it's very typical of a real windmill, and in Holland. And so it makes me think that she saw it. So let me show you the sampler. And you can see all those cool little things that I was talking about. So you see that beautiful windmill there by the little shepherd guy. And then you see that gorgeous Dutch tulip in the center, and that sweet little house over there. There's two hearts on this sampler too. So right above the shepherd's head is a heart, and then over here on this side near the house is a heart. And it's definitely, you know, a little dirty. It's old. It's 1841. I just think it's beautiful. And we floated it. You can see the nail holes in it, and that's typically how these things were done. They were nailed to kind of a wood open frame. So let me tell you about the history of this sampler, this sweet sampler. So this sampler was in the private collection of Lorraine Moots. And Lorraine is just a wonderful collector and reproduction artist. She had things published in Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly. And she lives in Celle, Germany. And I've had the privilege and the fun luxury of visiting her at least twice, if not 3 times. I can't remember now. And she took us through a little tour of the holdings of the Celle Museum, which is now closed, but they have some beautiful samplers and things in there. She's a wonderful person. She is an American who is living in Germany and has lived there for quite a while. She's got a great history. But this was in her collection, and my friends, when we were going over there for a tour, I was engaged to Everett, and this is in probably 2016. And our wedding was coming up in October, and this is still October. And they wanted to give me a really special gift, and they knew that I love Scottish samplers. So in the background, without me knowing about it, they talked Lorraine into parting with one of her Scottish samplers. I don't know if it was one of her favorites, but it's one of mine. And they gave it to me as a wedding gift. So thank you, Lorraine, for letting one of your little babies go. And thank you to my sweet friends. for giving me this wedding gift. I appreciate it. And they gave it to me because they knew about my love for Holland and my love for Scotland, and because of the beautiful hearts on it. So this sampler is all about love and friendship. And I hope that those of you who decide to stitch this one, that it gives you little warm fuzzies in your heart as you think of your own friends and the different types of love that you have in your life and have had in your life. So it's just a really sweet sampler. It's a little strawberry border around it, just gorgeous colors. Let me show you the linen selection and the silks. So the closest match that we could get to the linen is this straw linen, and that's happened a few times with the the more aged looking samplers. But so we chose straw from Weeks Dye Works on a Zweigart base, and then we have put together a kit for it, a silk kit with needlepoint ink. This thing is heavy, that's why I'm sitting on my little table and it's shaking. So these are needlepoint ink silks, and you can see they're really beautiful on the linen. Love it. Okay, I'll turn my little light back on so you can see it. So this is the linen from Weeks Dye Works on a Zweigart base. It's straw, and these are the silks, and you can see it's just a gorgeous stitch. Very typical Scottish colors, the reds and the golds, and the black lettering. It's just really in the greens. Gosh, I can't wait to stitch this one. I started it and haven't gotten it finished. So, which is another reason why it's on a PDF and not a printed copy, because the antique is gorgeous, but oh, my little light, sorry about that. The antique is gorgeous, but it just doesn't photograph that well for printed cover. So I have to finish it before we can take it to print. And I got a few other things I'm working on. So you get the wonderful chance to do it by PDF, and I hope you do. I hope you love it. I hope you it's an easy stitch. The antique linen's a pretty big weave, so you can easily stitch this on a 32 count, a 30 count. It's all cross stitch with the exception of a few like straight stitches or back stitches. So you could do it also on Aida if you wanted to do it on Aida. It's a beautiful stitch, and it's a smallish one. It'll be an easy one for you to do. So I hope you guys take advantage of it. Now the linen, we do have Weeks Dye Works straw on Zweigart base in 32 count, 36 count, and 40 count. So you can do it on any of those. You can also jump over to a 30 count on a Legacy linen, and I'll show you that. So I think it would look good on this. This is pecan shortbread, and so it's a little bit darker linen. But if you need to go to a 30 count so that you can see it, then I think you will enjoy that. I'm going to put my little light back up here now. So Margaret White, 1841. I hope you love her. She's on the website right now. She's PDF. You can go out there, just search for Margaret White, or look under Sassafras Samplers, and you'll see her, and you can download her. So I hope you go out and purchase Margaret today and download her and enjoy her. The silk kits are available in needlepoint ink. We also did a cross-reference for you to Avera Soie d'Alger and to DMCs, and probably I'll do one to Cosmo too before I actually put it into print. But and I may post that out there for you. Well, once I get it done, we'll update the PDF version too. So enjoy Margaret. She's a great intro stitch for those of you who are jumping into samplers or jumping over to linen, but you can stitch her on Aida. She's just a real pretty thing, and I think she's got lots and lots of love. I do believe that you feel the emotions that go into things like a gift like that. It just has a good vibe, and so she makes me feel happy every time I look at her. She did hang in the shop for a while, for a couple of years. We've had her charted for at least a year. So anyway, I hope you love her, and I hope you enjoy her. So some other really fun Halloween-y kind of things, as it's a week away. I wanted to show you this really cool design. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a project that's coming up. Susan Greening Davis and I do some things together. As you know, she was my mentor for many, many years, still is, and she's a shop owner and a wonderful teacher, designer, and she does some great needlework tours. Some of the things that I've seen in needlework all over the world, I would not have gotten to see without being on her tours. So right now, none of those are happening. But She also is a technician in needlework, which means that she understands the stitches, and she's really studied the origin of the stitches, how they were done on antiques, why they were done that way. And she's very good at hardanger and white work and some of the projects that she's put together for that. She has a beautiful, beautiful set of little projects that one of them was featured in one of the Christmas issues from Cross Stitch. And it's a candle that then has like a little overlay on it of some beautiful little hardanger pulled work stitches. And we are working on bringing that to you as a release together. So, you know, hang tight. And we're going to use some linen threads on that, some of the Londonderry linen, and some Cosmo and some other fun things like that. But we're really excited about that project, and we're working hard to get that out to you soon. It also has two other ones to it that she already designed. One of them is a sampler little wrap for a candle, and one of them is a Christmas one. A white work, a Christmas, and a sampler. Sorry, that took me a minute. And the way Susan teaches is she creates a project and she teaches that at an event and maybe a second one, and then that's it. And those kits are gone and they never come out again. And so, you know, there's so much knowledge and beauty and skill in those projects and those kits and work and designing them that together we're going to bring some of them back to you. So we're really excited about that partnership and about getting that stuff out to you, because I know some of you, this will be brand new. Some of you know her and love her, and you'll be super excited. And one of them, so for this candle thing, she designed a brand new one for us. And she had a model of this guy, and I forgot it. I saw her at Shipshewana, and I forgot to grab it. So I've got to stitch it, and I haven't done that yet. But this cool little spooky design, this little bit right here is pulled work, and it's just tiny. It's just a little baby step into, you know, pulled stitches and cutting. You can see it's cut open there in the middle. And this is one of those battery operated, or you can get the plug-in kind of candles. And then this banding we actually do have. So this is a crazy quick stitch. So here's the banding for it. And it's just a small piece, and it just wraps right around that little candle, and you just do a little stitch to put it together. So you can watch me stitch mine and put it together. I'll do another little video for that. But if you want to jump in on this, we do have these charts, and they're available on our website. And she's got great, you know, directions there, so you're not going to have any trouble. And then also you get to see me stitch mine and put it together. But it's fun, easy, and it's a great stepping stone into what's coming next. So thank you, Susan, for doing this for us. We love it. We appreciate it. And when you order this, you'll get the chart, you'll get the banding, you'll get an optional, there's two ways you can do it. You can do the chart and the banding, or you can do the chart and the banding and the floss. And we'll let you pick how you want to do that, because some of you may have flosses. It's DMC or Cosmo, and you can use either of those. And then the closest block, she's got here a Valdani or any pearl that you like. I will probably offer you a linen thread for that, because I love it. We do have some Valdani. We'll figure out a little something to put in the kit for that if you buy the thread kit for it. That'll be really cute and pretty. And if you don't buy the thread kit, you've probably got stash. This is a tiny little stitch. You can get it done. So there's that. So that's a little preview of something fun that's coming up. Now, you know, I can't believe I almost forgot these guys, but last year our potter made for us these gorgeous jack-o'-lanterns, potteries, and this is one of them. They're all different. They all have their own unique look, and they were here for the retreat that we did with Isabel from the Primitive Stitcher. The Primitive Hair. I'm sorry, Izzy. From the Primitive Hair. But almost all of them say something about Sassy Jacks. They all have their own unique little faces, and they have a neat little story. So our potter brought these to us, and we took them up to our classroom, and we were putting these out, and it was time to go. Everybody had left, and it was our potter, her name is Rachel, and she's local, and myself and Everett, and the classroom was all set up, and this was in the boutique, and we turned off the lights, and then we heard all this little crackling. And I was like, what is that noise? And Rachel said, oh, you know, that's the pottery. It's just the paint is kind of settling in, because they just recently came out of the kiln. But to me, it sounded like all these little jacks were talking to each other. And that's kind of the image that I left, is that all the little jacks were so excited to be out and get ready to go find their forever homes, that they were up there chatting to each other. So these guys, again, are all unique. There are no two alike. We sold most of what we had last year, and then she brought us some more, which was fantastic. So we kept them till this year, and then I forgot about them until Andrea reminded me that they were up there this week. So we will put pictures of these on the website individually, and they will be numbered. And if you want one of these, you buy the one that you want, and that's the one that you'll get. So they are uniquely numbered. Unique IDs for those, and when they're gone, they're gone. I don't know that we'll do any more of those, at least not this year, maybe another year. And they're a little more on the expensive side because there was a lot to that. They're pretty good size. There might be one or two that are kind of smallish, and they'll be priced appropriately, but you can see they're pretty good size, and they'd be great for well, anything, a little Ort jar, whatever you want to use it for, Halloween decoration, fall decoration, just some Sassy Jacks memorabilia. So we love those guys. Also last year when Isabel was here, she had harvested some honey from her bees, and she made these beautiful jack-o'-lantern waxers, and they have a cool little pin at the bottom that holds on the ribbon, and they're just really gorgeous. They're fantastic wax. And you can use it to wax your threads, or you can do like me and just use it to decorate and keep with your stitching stuff. But they are made from the wax from Isabel's Primitive Hairs bees. And we have, a limited number of these left, but if you want one of these, now's a great time to get them. And then we have a few other waxers that when I was pulling those out, I thought I would show you. These are Stacy Nash, and Stacy Nash's daughter makes these, and we have a limited supply of these too, but they're great for fall, Halloween, and I know that we can get these out to you pretty quick, but if you miss this year, you'll have them for next year. So I think these are gorgeous, and these are gorgeous all year round. So you've got these two owls, one black and one natural colored, and then this gorgeous black cat. So love it. So those are the Halloween offerings that I have. And then one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. I kind of mentioned it somewhere, I think online or something, but we got them in, and we will be trying to figure out how to display them here over the next week. But we got the full line of Color and Cotton flosses, and these are just really nice quality flosses. I love them. Some of the designers are starting to use them, but you can always substitute in wherever you want. They're just really beautiful. They are 8-yard skeins, so they've got more than your typical overdyer. The other overdyers are 5-yard skeins mostly. You can order a 10-yard skein of Gentle Arts, but we don't do that often. Quilters use it in 10 yards, but we really just sell the 5 yards, but the others are 5 yards. So it's the same price though as a 5-yard skein. So these for us are the same price as what we would sell you a 5-yard skein from another overdyer. So beautiful flosses. They're on our website. You can go out there and order them. When we think there's a lot of people doing floss clubs, so I don't know if we'll do that or not. We'll see. If we think there's enough demand for it, we'll do it so that you can build up your stash. I'm just sitting here touching them, but I love these, so they're great. That's really all I had for you today. I feel like I just raced through all that because it was a lot, but I wanted to share all those things with you. So, I guess I'll end back with beautiful Margaret White. I hope that you love her as much as I do. I'm just in love with this one. And again, she's a sweet little stitch. So she'll be hanging in here in the shop if you want to come and see her. We are still doing appointments. We do advance appointments. We don't do same-day appointments. So you need to send us an email, make an advanced appointment, and we will get you in as quick as we can. We would love to have you come and shop with us, but we are still trying to be safe. And so I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween. If I don't talk to you again before that, but I probably will. For those of you who have ordered Hollanza Merklop and want to start our stitch along, I'm going to be launching that this weekend. Maybe shortly after you see this video, that one will go up. So we are very excited about that. We kind of drug our feet a little bit to try to get everybody's thread kits to them. We're still missing some. It's just 2020, you know, I mean, it's just tough to get everything pulled together. So a lot of you have everything you need. Some of you are still missing threads, but it's not like we're going to finish it in the next 3 days. So hopefully the threads will get here any day and we'll get them out to you and you can jump in with our stitch along. But we are going to go ahead and start, and I will be making videos of the specialty stitches for that because there's a lot in there. So we'll be working through that. So keep your eyes peeled. We'll start organizing that and getting all that pulled together for you this week too. So I just want to finish on a really positive note. I so appreciate all of you for your love for the shop and for your support and your encouragement. You're so kind when you send us notes and you call us and you tell us how much you appreciate how hard people are working, and we just love you for that. We do. It makes a difference to us, so thank you for doing that. I've said many times, and I will say it again, you know, this needlework industry needs you. I hope that you support all of your brick and mortars. We love it when you support us, but you know, we're not a jealous shop. If I were you, I would love going to many shops. As many shops as I could find, I would go. And, you know, when I get a chance to go and travel, I do go to other shops. And I always buy something at those other shops. And you do not hurt my feelings when you shop at other shops. That is part of the joy of being a needle worker. And so I just want you to know that I appreciate your support of our shop, and I very much appreciate your support of this industry, because this industry needs all of us to survive. So I'll end it there. I hope you love Margaret White. I hope you enjoy stitching on her. I hope you find a little home in your heart to adopt a little Jack and give them their forever homes and some of these cool little Halloween and fall waxers. And I hope you get super excited about this color and cotton thread. I bet a bunch of you have already stitched with this. So you know what you're getting into with this stuff, but it's beautiful stuff. And, you know, tune back in really soon for Holland Zimmer Klopp, and we'll start working through that. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.